Hi, we're here, Ansel, Nisi, and Eric. We're here at Wintv this morning, waiting to do our interview on the morning show for Wintv. Stay tuned.
Now, I told you that we're going to be meeting some people involved in our business, and it's interesting that a television station would actually be promoting a TV station. But they're actually on YouTube.
Do you want experience in broadcasting?
We're going to check out some of our shows.
Meet interesting people.
Hi to all the viewers of KVTV.
You know we were the big boss, Ian Allen.
It's free to be a presenter on KVTV.
We went into the County Swamp in the Beluga and we caught some tilapia.
But you don't think Carnival will reach too far now where we could say naked mass?
We have that part of it, but there is that part of it, but we still hold on to the traditional part of it.
That's just you all, but you think other bands that's something that they should do?
Ansel, let me ask you, introduce KVTV for me. I'm so surprised that you're actually involved in this kind of thing.
But I'm still in motoring.
Right.
KVTV is a hobby. What KVTV is basically a stepping stone for people who want to get into the media, into broadcasting and presenters and stuff. It's like you can come to KVTV and it's all voluntary work and practice and get some exposure, how to interview somebody, what you should ask for, what you should say, and how to be a people person basically and develop that skills as a stepping stone to get on to become an icon like yourself.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Now, KVTV is Kelly Village TV.
Yeah, Facebook and YouTube.
And Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. Oh, now Kelly Village is in Caroli, so it's based in Caroli, I take it.
Right, so we're still here at WinTV with Indira Dukaran, one of their reporters, and she actually is influential in part of the morning show, which is Sunrise with Hansi, like you saw earlier on, right? Indira, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And how do you like working for WinTV and being a reporter overall?
It's fantastic. It's my first job as a reporter, and I got involved with the morning show as soon as I started. It's been really nice. The opportunity I got here, I don't think I'll get it anywhere else. And I've learned so much. I've been here 1 year and a half, and I think I've learned a lot.
All right, okay, good. So let me go across to Eric. Eric, obviously, now I know Ansel is a motoring man and loves motorsports and racing. I didn't know what his expertise were in the world of television. I know what his expertise are in cars. Right. But in this case, I suppose that you're bringing a certain amount of technical and otherwise, that type of skill to this kind of training ground.
Yeah, I mean, I met Ansel at Rally Tobago.
2010.
And we were covering a show there, and after the event, Ansel approached us and says, he really wants to get involved in what we're doing because he heard that we basically help people who want to get, as he said, a stepping stone into the media. Right. So a lot of people on KVTV, it would be their first experience in front of the camera.
In front and behind, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, I tend to do most of the behind-the-scenes work, but hopefully when we get our offices end of 2015, we want to be able to also teach people the behind-the-scenes work, like camera work, editing, etc.
Hi, good morning. You're with Nisi, and this is KVTV. As you can see, we're at Wing Communications for a morning interview that we just wrapped up on Wing TV, featuring KVTV. It's funny to see a media house featuring another television network. And here with us is a lovely, beautiful Sparkle. You may know this face because we featured her on our Red Runway show last year. Was it last year?
It was last year, yeah.
Actually, right. I'm just really, really want to take a minute and just check out the style. I was watching it entire during the interview, and it's like lovely. I like the whole funky hairdo. So tell us, how are you this morning?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, and how was your interview?
Well, it was pretty good. It was really, really good, actually. We were talking about that we're back here in Trinidad. We're San Francisco based. Okay. And we're back here in Trinidad again. And we're promoting a premium photography workshop for photographers or for people who want to be photographers, happening this Sunday and this Monday at the HCL compound in Stagarigua.
Nikisha is here with us. Hi, Nikisha. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Wait a minute. You're a beauty queen, aren't you? How are you doing, darling? I'm good. I'm getting old, so I can't see from that kind of. Anyway, it's great to have you back. You lost some weight, by the way.
Yes, I did.
All right. How did the Best Village competition go?
It went really good. Made it to the finals. Placed 13 out of the top 20, which was really nice.
Fantastic. You were Miss RRM Plaza, weren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Great to have you, Nikisha. So now you're involved in this sort of.
Yeah.
This is marvelous.
Last year December, and it's been really, really nice. And actually, they started open up a platform. I'm also presenting at Guile now, part time.
Great. So you're working.
This was the experience that they used to audition me.
So that's with Crescent
with Reagan and they.
Okay.
Hey you guys, so we're inside Wintv and we just came across the director and technical operator, person responsible for the morning program, Mr. Giles Wilson, the big man in the business. So call it in TV land.
No, I'm the East. I'm the East director. Yes, the East.
So tell us a little bit about the behind the scenes when it comes to doing a morning program.
Well, it's a lot of technical stuff, a lot of fine work. The final product that all you see outside, basically us behind the scene makes everything happen. We do all the magic. I'm going to show my cameraman here, the cameraman here. He would know exactly what I'm speaking about. There are a lot of fine stuff you have to make sure, well in my case, technical operator, director, I have to make sure everything, computers are working, all footage working, I have CG bars, I have to make sure cameraman, he in check, I have to make sure the presenter in check, especially the presenter, have to be in check all times. So basically, I supervise everything and make sure everything is everything.
So how can people access KVTV?
Well, as I said, we're on Facebook. If you just search for Kelly Village TV on Facebook, you can subscribe on YouTube. You can give us a call on 771-0609. We're also on WhatsApp on that number, 771-0609. Email is kellyvillagetv@yahoo.com. You know, so there's numerous ways they can get in touch with.
Giles, do you have that other video? No? Just if we could just run back that one clip so people can see what KVTV is doing, and if we could put the contact numbers up for them. And obviously you're going to want some advertisers and people coming on.
Yeah.
Because once it's on YouTube, you're talking about access to millions upon millions of people worldwide. So it's a great place to be, of course, YouTube.
Our last show we covered was they're opening Wallerfield soon. And we're also getting into a lot of aerial footage.
Right.
So, yes, if you sponsor a show, it's beneficial to the sponsor and to us, obviously. So, yes, we definitely are looking for sponsors.
The reason why I'm laughing is because Ansel obviously getting heavily involved in his motorsports. Let's go with that clip one more time. KVTV, folks. And of course, we're going to run that now. Oh boy, so we still.
All right, viewers, so you've seen how much fun we've had. We've captured the beaches, the forests, the different heights we've been on, the lengths. Oh my God, it's been really, really fun. You all got to come down here at Zippet Adventure Tours in Mark Creek and try it, okay? The opening hours are from Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on weekends and public holidays.
Day out at Wintv with one of TV's icon, Mr. Hansley Ajoda. And I'm also here with my co-host, Nisi. Hansley, thank you very much for the opportunity to sit with you this morning on Sunrise.
You're very welcome.
So you lose some weight, and I found what you lost.
Yeah. You actually put on a lot of weight since I last saw you. But listen, it was actually a pleasure to have KVTV on and to interview you guys, because television and motion picture actually is my first passion, together with theatre, and to know that...
And motoring.
And motoring, of course, is another. But I think it's very, very critical and important that our young people are trained in this area, because it teaches you a different kind of passion, and it creates a sense of compassion because you interact with so many different people. Your eagerness, of course, to create an environment where people are so creative and they're tuned to things around them and to people around them makes them better human beings. So I think that what you're doing now and on a voluntary basis is a very noble idea, KVTV's idea of doing that kind of training.
So how was your entire interview experience?
The interview experience was great. Hansi is a great host. He is very educated and he's well articulated. So he can keep a conversation with you and keep it going.
True.
You know, he feels you out, he feels where you're going, and he directs the conversation there. So it was just a great interview overall.
And I like to say he's quite knowledgeable because his simplest things that you think he might pick up on, he picks
up on it. Yes, so he's great. It was a good interview with him. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
I would just like to say, coming from somebody that I look up to in terms of the whole icon in the media industry, and not knowing this years before that I would have been here right now, or else I would probably take like a different course in terms of learning about the craft and stuff. But KVTV offering that voluntary setting where you could come and still do it. So I'd like to know what advice you would give someone being the icon that you are, in terms of, I love the fact that you're so fluent with the English language. It's like amazing to me to just hear you speak. So, and that's one of the things that I'm working on personally, that's developing that fluency. And I'd like to know what advice you'd give somebody just overall and in terms of like learning to speak like that.
Overall, in terms of style, one of the things when I started as a broadcaster was to listen to the BBC. And you listen to people who know what they're doing. So you've got to learn by example, particularly in this. And find your style. You've got to find something that you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with something, it means that that's not the style. Okay. So there were many people who actually influenced me when I started in broadcasting, and I would listen to them, particularly on radio. One of them was Brenda De Silva, and the other was Anthony Dennison, who I thought was really, really great. Dennison's style was one that I emulated. But what you do, you can emulate. There's nothing wrong with, it's not necessarily imitating, but it's emulating someone's style. Seeing things in terms of a presenter and his style that you'd like and you'd like to practice. Sure. And then within that, then you can hone your own skills into finding something that you're comfortable with, and you start to develop your own personality. So that's a great place to start. But of course, I started in the theater. And theatrical training is important. Voice training is something you can train people's voices to take on a certain tone and sound. And in addition to that, theater helps you to create that capacity to interact, because you can stand on a stage and you can communicate with someone in the audience. You could communicate with an entire audience. That capacity to communicate with something as large as that makes it easy for you to do eventually, because it focuses on one. There's a singular. For instance, those who are on radio, I often say, when you speak before the microphone, don't think that there are 1 million people listening to you. Don't think that there's 100,000 people listening to you. Think that there's just one person listening to you.
So you make it more personalized.
That's right. And when you become more personalized, you become your capacity to interact makes also the person who is listening to you, or the people who are looking at you, comfortable.
True.
And that is what you want to strive as a presenter to achieve, to make the person who is looking at you comfortable.
So we've just had our day out at Wintv Sunrise Show with Ainsley. What did you guys think?
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my interviews with Hansi. Really fun.
It was nice to be seated next to the icon of media.
And he's a real nice dude as well.
Yeah. Very, very, very pleasant and well articulated individual.
And we've got the vice president of Wintv looking on as well. We would like to get an interview with him too.
We feel like, KVTV celebrities.
It is so nice. As I say, like another media house interviewing a media house is really not really heard of. So yeah, thumbs up to Wintv for that. And as we said, get involved in KVTV if you want that stepping stone to be a presenter, because Nisi, as you said on the show, from your first time you could see an improvement in.
Yeah, I see a lot of growth. I mean, nerves still there, but not as much as they were in the earlies. And also just really finding the fun in it. So normally that kind of calms me. And I just really like to actually look forward to doing shows. It's really, really fun.
And yeah, you You enjoy yourself on KVTV, don't you?
Yes, I mean, what I like about KVT is that you can be yourself. You know, it's all natural. You need to put on any act or anything. And if you look at some of the interviews that I have done, it's somewhat jovial, you know, but still getting the questions out there and getting the answers that you're looking for. But just be yourself, you know.
Yeah. It helps you to develop your own personality without the pressure of, normally when you pay for a course, it's within a limited time span. You have this amount of time to learn all this information and try to incorporate it. Like if you knew it like a while, but you get the time to look back at yourself and on the job training in television, and it's an extensive period of time. It's not like a start date and an end date. So it's really good.
Basically allowed to make mistakes, and you can correct yourself and then take another take at it and so on. At the same point for that interview, So I like need to say no pressure.
And if you're nervous, we cater. We cater for nerves. Just like tablets and things. Like you think a KVTV is, we're in your medicine cabinet somewhere there, so a soothing solution. Yeah. So as I say, it's very simple to get involved. You just send us a message on Facebook. If you search for Kelly Village TV, we'll send you the info. Basically, all it is, you just answer like a few simple questions, like contact details, some information about yourself. As if you're under 18, you need consent from a parent or guardian. We give you a list of various topics, and we ask you to pick 4. Once you fill out that information, you're basically in, and you'd be added to a group. Where all we ask is that you film something within 4 months, which is a long time, So yeah, film something with us from within 4 months, and you're in permanently. You're in KVTV, and then might even see you on the cofters. All right. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching.